Hello guys, it's been a long time since I've done a video. I took a break from doing uploads. I didn't exactly plan to, but basically I got my exam results and I've been having to try and figure out where I go from here, because if any of you understand the grading system we have here in England, you'll understand what I'm about to say. But basically I got a D in my ICT, which was the subject I didn't even want to take. I had to take it if I want to go back to the school that I went to, because they were turning me down, so I had to take ICT. And surprisingly, I technically passed that, although a D grade is a low pass. It's like, you've just crossed the finish line, but there's better. You could have done better. Like, a C is a sort of more acceptable path. And then for the two subjects I wanted to do, geography I completely failed. I got a U, which hacked me off. It really did, but there's no point crying and bitching and moaning about it. I got a U and it's not like I'm even close to an E grade, which was my minimal grade I needed to get. So, and I suspect that I wouldn't have been kept on if I got that E grade. And then for RS I got an E grade, but you have to do two papers in RS. You have to do a philosophy and a theology paper, or it's either philosophy and ethics. So it's obviously been a long time and I haven't really bothered to look at my results in a couple of days. So, but anyway, in my philosophy paper I got the D grade and I only needed 2 marks or 4 more points to get in my ethics paper to get the D grade, which would have kept me on. But I've tried to contact the head of my year at my school to say, you know, this is what I got, you know, what do you recommend I do in terms of going forward? And it's been dead silent, and I've asked her to see if I can have my ethics paper remarked, and again dead silent. So that's very annoying and in my eyes a bit inconsiderate, although she's probably got stuff to do. So oh well. And I would have done this video last week if only my mother hadn't gotten sick yesterday. I don't know why. I was staying around hers for a couple of days just because, you know, I don't actually live with her, but I still want to see her and she wants to see me naturally. So I stayed around the house, and on Tuesday she just woke up throwing up, and it was disgusting. We had to get a bloody nurse around because she was out of it. She really was out of it. Oh well, she's back. She's on medication. Hopefully she'll return back to her, what I would say, her normal state. But anyway, we're still trudging through that summer period. Like, there is nothing. Like, there's a couple games that have been released, or to my knowledge they've been released. Like the game Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I think that's come out, and I want to get that game. But at the same time, I want to get books. Like, here's the annoying thing, or how it works. In the sense when it comes to like exam results or achieving certain stuff, I'm in a way still treated what I would technically describe as like a dog or a child. Like, if I get something good in my exams, or if I try hard enough, blah blah blah, put enough effort in, I get a result. In terms of I get rewards, like I get, you know, games or whatever. But recently I've been wanting to get books. I know some of you are just sitting there thinking, books over games? Some of you just, your heads are exploded. But allow me to explain why I'm so eager to get books. One simple phrase, and I heard this from a poet, but who's also a rapper in a music genre called grime, which is pretty much exclusive to England. And he said this, and in his albums, in fact he's named 2 of his albums this phrase: knowledge is power. Those are probably some of the 3 greatest words in the English language put together. Knowledge is power. and with knowledge you can do anything. So because I'm a bit power hungry, I want to expand my knowledge, I want to grow, I want to learn different things. Particularly because I haven't really been introduced, I've just sort of been interested in sort of Pan-African culture, Middle Eastern culture, so I want to pick up books, I want to read, I want to learn more about these cultures. Although, like I was trying to say before, with games coming out like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, it's kind of left me in a tough spot. Do I want to increase my knowledge, increase my brain size? Or do I want to play what could be described as quite a cool indie game? Like, I haven't seen any footage of it, I've seen the trailers, I've seen sort of like interviews with the developers, and I'm interested in that game, to be honest. Like, I haven't heard anything else about it. Like, I've watched brief interviews with the developers, like I said. They don't reveal much in those interviews, so I really am looking forward to, if I can, getting this game and seeing what will happen. Like, what is this game about? Like, why is this world so desolate? Is this truly the Rapture, and what is going on? I want to play that because I've actually been getting into indie games. That's another thing. Aside from growing my brain and allowing my mind to expand so I can become more knowledgeable, I've been getting very much into indie games. Like, I love indie games. They're just... this is pretty much... I would call this... I'm not sure how to explain this. Like, I would say, if I was going to say anything, we are in the rise of the indie games. Like, I think this is really the generations where the indie games are taking storm. Like, it begun late on the 7th gen. Like, we're really... This is the time where alternate games, like off the beaten path from AAA games, this is where they're really stretching their muscles, I'd say. And in some cases, in my eyes, outdoing AAA titles like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Tomb Raider. Like, I'd say they're leaps and bounds better than it. So, like, I've been wanting to play more games. I've played quite a few indie games on PlayStation Plus when they've come out for free, like The Unfinished Swan. That's quite a sick game with very simplistic graphics. Basically, you just have to go around pressing R1 to lob paint everywhere to paint the world and to throw like water onto the world. It changes from levels and you can unlock certain stuff. Like, you can unlock a sniper rifle if you like paint enough balloons or something like that. I haven't played it in a long time, but if you paint enough balloons, you can unlock a sniper rifle that fires paint. I just wanted to unlock that, just to run around this map trying to 360 no-scope everything with like a paint gun, just like jump around, then screaming for my mum to get the camera if she wasn't sick. But like, games like The Unfinished Swan, and there's one other indie game I did play that I can't remember. There's two indie games I can't remember. Like, one of them's more of a side-scroller game, and you're basically like this Mexican luchador, which is basically a Mexican form of wrestler, and you're just running around this world, side-scroll world. It's quite reminiscent of Mario, except you're beating up these skeletons. You're trying to stop the end of the world as like a wrestler. It's quite a fun game, quite a sick game. It's quite a challenging game as well. Like, it starts off very simple, like all you need to do is sort of mash square a couple of times. You can pick up and throw opponents, but then the latter stages become very difficult. If I can remember the name, I'll post it in the description. But this is why I'm saying this is the rise of the indie games. They're like, I think AAA titles have just become so stale and so stagnant. Like, they're just doing the same thing over and over again. Like, I have love for some of these franchises like Battlefield and well, not Call of Duty. I have love for Call of Duty 4, but that's about it. But franchises like Battlefield, AC, like, they're just becoming so stagnant. It's just the same formula, with a couple of tweaks here and there. Nothing really special, nothing really out of the extraordinary has come along in the AAA titles. Like, and obviously we're underway with the hyping up of Syndicate and the hyping up of Star Wars Battlefront 3, and as much as I want these games, as much as the hype is dragging me into it, part of me is just saying, you can put your money somewhere else. You can put your money into a better game. You can put your money into, like, fund a better game. Fund like a small indie developer. Let them reap the rewards of actually making a sick title. Let them reap the rewards of making a brilliant game. And so I'm kind of in the middle about picking up AAA titles now, because I want something fresh from my gaming experience. Like, I don't care if I have to go back to the PlayStation 3 to buy indie games, I will happily do that. But this could, like I'm saying, I think this is the rise, or the sort of generation, the 8th generation I feel is going to be dominated by the indie games. Like, yes, we're still going to have the AAA titles around, but I think it's really going to be the time of the indie game, where small independent minor level studios just flex their muscles and outdo the competition. Do you agree with this? Leave it in the comment section below. If you've played any indie games that you want to talk about, leave it in the comment section below. Maybe we can have a little discussion about it. But anyway, until then, I'll see you guys later. I am out of here. And by the way, 10 to 4. We're back in business.